Hello everybody, it's Derek Freeze, and today we have a special. I finally bought myself a claw machine, and once again I'm recording this on a cell phone, so the video quality is going to be absolute garbage, but hey, it's what I have right now. Also, I'm sorry for the shaky hand, I'm very tired. But this is, I believe it's a 1998 rainbow crane. This is pretty much the type of crane you'd find at your Walmart or any sort of standard Sugarloaf NEN style machine. This one's a bit interesting. This one has red corners on it. This is the only one I know of like that. I think these might actually be painted because I'm looking at this closer. You can see where it's been spray painted. Pretty sure this was also lighted at some point. This one over here, you can see a row of DELs in here, all of which no longer work. I really don't care about that, just wanted to make note of that out of interest and curiosity. This has the standard kind of generic Rainbow Crane Toy House banner. This is one of my favorite banners that these machines had. There is another one, there's a generation, well, not really generation, but a variant before this that has decals all over the whole machine with kind of stripes and stuff on it. But with that particular machine, the banner on that was different to match the style of the actual machine. Now, if I can find one of those banners that's this size, I'd probably put it on there. I'm also going to be possibly trying to get a claw kicker banner, and that brings me up to the next part. This was originally at a claw kicker arcade in Adrian, and I remembered going to that arcade a while ago. I used to think it was the one in Monroe, but it's in Adrian. I've looked up pictures of it. But yeah, so I went to the arcade with this machine. I don't have any memories of playing it, but in several videos you can actually see this machine. And there's one video in particular where Aaron locked the keys inside and he drilled out this lock. Did put a new barrel lock on there. The vendor that had it before me removed it to use on a different machine. So, nice little fact there. And the weird thing was, in that video, there was a lot of things about this machine that kind of was interesting to me. One of them being that the banner was not illuminated. And this one's a bit odd, because normally it's a fluorescent strip, or it just takes light from the fluorescent lights behind it. This one has a panel with multiple C9 style Christmas nightlight bulbs, as you can see there. So that's very interesting, and in the dark it has a really cool effect. You can kind of see all the little individual bulbs behind there, and I just think that looks absolutely awesome. Another thing about this machine that's interesting is, make note of the text, a skill game. This is one of the last, well actually I think it might be the last, you can still buy these today, but these are probably the last or one of the last non-payout based machines. These are fixed strength. If you see one of these rainbow cranes, most likely it's a fixed strength system. That means there's not a PCB in there with a prize sensor, and that system controls how much, after insert number of plays, when to make the claw really strong to give out a prize. This machine does not have any of that. So make note of no prize sensor. Some of these have a prize sensor, but that normally goes inside to a counter wheel, so the operator can see how much the machine has paid out in each use. This machine's too old, it does not have that. This is the joystick version. These machines are really childhood. I played a lot of these growing up. Our Kmart had a 60-inch one. It had the Sugarloaf Toy Mart banner on it. I played that thing a whole lot. I don't know if I have any prizes in here from that. I know I have prizes from that machine. I don't think I have any in here from that machine, actually. But our Walmarts, they were Namco for a while, but a couple years back they switched over to NEN, and they brought in some older 60-inch cranes, I think second generations, and started playing those because the Namco machines were just absolute garbage. So I was glad about that. A local arcade had a 42-inch like this, but it was that older style with the decal on the front and the sides and that different banner. They have since, I'm pretty sure they scrapped it. I've talked to multiple people that worked there, and they kept throwing me around. I never really got an answer of what happened to it or who it was sold to, because I wanted to buy that one. That one was interesting. It was the up and over, which is very odd to me already, but the thing that was more interesting was on the control board, it was set to the joystick mode, so you could go up and then up again, or over, and up again, and over, up, over, and then once that 15-second time ran out, the claw would drop. Now, I do have this set on 50 cents a play with a 15-second timer. We're going to make it just like the old school Kmart machine that I used to play growing up. We have some reindeer in here, and some other assorted Christmas stuff, and just random plush that I have, mostly because I do like Christmas stuff. Some of these plush are actually kind of interesting. That flower came from Landon Carl. The pineapple and avocado came from Landon Carl. I think that vixen right there came from 585 Claw Guy, or Ryan. This ladybug came from the Air and Freeze, just to name a few. And then some of these plush came from the person I bought the machine from, like this old, is this a Dasher? Yeah, this old Dasher, that pumpkin, and that snowman. I really like that snowman. And yeah, so I'll show you the inside of it. We'll fire it up. I'll show you the test sequence, and we'll turn off the lights and have a look at this thing in the dark. And this thing likes to get, oh wait. Ouch. And here is what the inside of a rainbow crane looks like. At least the first generation. The later generations had everything mounted to a board in the back there. The older ones like this, it's all mounted to the door, which is pretty nice, because that means everything with the machine comes out. I don't know what that board is. I think that might actually be the LED controller for the lights on the side that no longer work. I don't really know. This is, I'm pretty sure, the main power supply board. Here it is. I have to see if that is. I'm pretty sure that's the power supply board, but that provides power to the motors and the claw strength and the PCB. Here is the main control board right here. There's a transformer for there, the various chips. Here's the, wherever it went, right there's that potentiometer. That's the one that controls the claw strength. That's the one that everyone's always asking about. I have a fuse holder here. This is the main power. We have two mechanical coin mechs and this really old DBA. This DBA needs good service. I don't know when the last time it worked. Have to ask someone about that, see when the last time this worked was. But I'm going to attempt to tear this whole DBA apart and rebuild it, try to see if I can get it working again. I didn't bother bringing a dollar due out. I kind of wish I did, so I could show you. It has the original Rainbow Crane bucket in there for the coins. These are the micro switches that activate whenever you put a quarter in. I'll show when I dump a quarter into that, you can see that, well, that's if the mech actually works properly. Actually, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work because there's no power onto the machine, but yeah. But that's pretty much everything. That's the play counter that doesn't work anymore. There is some dip switches. Those are the main dip switches. Those dip switches are for the time and price per play. There should be a, yeah, here's the thing, but you can have it set to as high as $1 to play, or as low as 25. Oh, you can put nudge mode on this. I'll have to try that. If I remember right, the nudge mode is like a drop claw function. I'll try that at some point. And you can actually turn actually, I don't think this machine has a plush counter, unless if that is for the other thing. And then time, which you can have all the way up to 45 seconds. I like the short 15 seconds. And an exercise mode, which I don't know what that is. I need to get myself an owner's manual. Oh wait, I think it's like a, I think the exercise mode might actually be like a tracked type thing. I'm not too sure. 115 animals, 26 of 2017. And if you notice in Aaron's video, that sticker is there. as well as this marker on top of the DBA that is also in Aaron's video. So make note of all of that. Put this DBA up. The cache actually comes in and goes along that side there. There's a foam piece here. I find it interesting that they use foam. I know a lot of the other ones would use a plastic thing with a kind of like a spring on it. So that's how the DBA works, and this magazine is fixed onto the DBA. So we're gonna fire this up. There goes the lights. And then the thing should be ready to go. So I want to show the coin mech action right here now that it is working. Put the coin in, and it flips that switch. We do another one on the other side. So that's how all of that works. If you wanted to, you can also manually coin it up like this by just hitting these switches. Because all those are just simple micro switches. So we'll close this up. I have kind of the strength set on a little bit higher than normal setting, but I also stuffed a lot of these prizes down in, so you have to work for it a bit harder. I don't normally see machines set up this way. Normally they're stuffed in with very low strength, so you can't even win. So yeah, but we'll put some of these quarters in so I can show you that. And see how that adds the credit. I also have the machine somewhat high stacked, so we can do some raking around here to kind of stop stacking the machines really high. And to start, you move the joystick. Once you do that, time starts running out. And we'll see, I think we can rake in this penguin, because see how it has that headband? There we go, just like that. 2 in 1. And this should be strong enough. Once you get a good grip on these reindeer, you can get them easily, especially with how this one's set. So there we go, 2 in 1 play. We're gonna go for this flower. This is one of my favorite prizes. This one came from Landon. And this one should be, I was gonna say it should be easy with this machine, because it's not very buried. There we go, just like that. 4 more plays left. See if I can go for this poodle here, because this is an old Sugarloaf poodle. So this would have came from one of these machines. I think that got stuck in like the, oh, 2 in 1? Oh, heck yeah. I just raked in that pineapple too. Go for this older Dasher reindeer, since I think we've won every color of the reindeer. I don't know if I won a green one yet, actually. By the head. There we go, just like that. I think I've actually had a win almost every single play. Well, not there. See how much raking we can do. Try to get around this tree over here. Come on, like that. Oh! Let's see if we can shake him in. This is where we go in here and break the rules. So now this tree's right here. Look at that, that's a great grab. Oh no, never mind. Oh, there's that up motor. That's a minor issue with it. This machine has a couple mechanical issues with it, but it's fine. Come on. There we go. Just like that. 3 more left. Let's see what we can do. I think that may have pushed that reindeer down a little bit. What else is there? Try for this. There it goes. This is another issue it has. It will kind of error out like this and not work. And then reset. Doesn't take to play though. Or maybe it did. I don't know. But it will sit there like you don't have a thing on there or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much that so far. So to open the machine up, you can find it. There's this. If you notice in Aaron's video, the same key ring is on it. It says Sugarloaf Crane. There's the key. Open that, pulls out like so. Oops, whatever. And then the glass slides open like so. And you can get all the prizes and stuff out of here. And like reposition everything to your liking, like so. And there's all sorts of stuff you can do. I'm gonna get this fluffed up a little bit more and then we'll come back. So when you're done restocking it, slide the door back over. Make sure this one is off to the side. And then that pushes in just like so. Now we're in the dark. This thing looks a lot better IRL. But loaded 30 plays up to it. We're going to finish this video off with seeing how much stuff we can win. I think best thing to do is go for the snowman right here. I think I can rake him in. And just go for him. There you go, that's a great grab. Nope. Thinking we'll try for him again, but we'll go a bit more towards his front. It stabbed but slipped off. That's really good. Oh, there he goes. Looks like he's doing a split. He was having a bit of an issue there. There we go. Come on. There we go. First win. We have this snowman right here. He actually has a little button on him. You press him. So go back over here. Let's see what else we can win. I'm thinking this mouse over here. This is one I won from a machine. Come on, rake. Aw. Got it into a better position now. Come on. There we go. There you go. I'll fix that in the next video. I think I know what the issue is. It's that wire of how it's positioned. I don't think I tied it up in the right spot yet. Thinking this red reindeer. Actually, no, the ladybug. Because it's also stitched. Ran out of time, but whatever. There we go. That's exactly how Aaron won it. Yeah, sometimes you can't shake it too well like that. Go for the red reindeer. I think this one's Blitzen. Almost got a 2-in-1 with the flower. Pulled it out though. Who are you? Yeah, you're Blitzen. Let's get Blitzen. Great grab. That's got it. 2 and 1? 2 and 1? Ah. Likes to get stuck. This claw isn't the best. Let's go for this flower again. Maybe? There we go. Have a look at some of these prizes so far. So we have the mouse right here. Have the ladybug. And we have Blitzen. So, pretty good so far. Definitely not winning that much with our local machines. Oh, that's a great grab. Look at that. Just won ourselves a sunflower. Look at that. This is a really cool prize. This came from Landon Carl. Go check him out on YouTube. That's one he won. Still have yet to see those in any of our machines. He also won me the pineapple here. This is one I was really after. None of these were gettable in our machines because it was literally the same type of machine. And the only way to get them in is by raking them, as you can see. I don't think I'm able to get that at all. That was a waste of a play. There's that purple bumble back there. Let's see if we can get that. Gonna get around there. There we go, that's got him. I have a video where I won this. So we have a purple bumble from Rudolph. I have a Rudolph in here somewhere. See if we can get this penguin again. Oh, geez. That ran out of time. I do like the 15-second clock because of that. Gets me really good at working quickly. There we go. I think it's just wedged in there. There's a blue penguin back there. I won that when I did my meetup with Landon Carl. Go check that video out. That's actually probably my favorite prize I won in that whole trip. I think that thing's really cool. There we go. Come on. Grab it. I think that's got it. It's gonna roll in. There we go. Pink penguinal. Add that to the pile. Let's see. I think I'm getting that reindeer, and then after that, we can go for that. Oh, you're halfway through 15 plays. Get around it like so. Oh, I don't think that's gonna do anything. That was awful. After this video, I'm gonna fix that. That zip tie, I think, is in the wrong location. That's got it. That's how you want to get these. I love these reindeer because, at least this design, I like how those look more like this style. I wish they'd bring these back, but these ones, with how they're shaped, there's always some form of air underneath them, and you can always get a good grip with them. I can probably even get that one back there and just cause a whole bunch of stuff from moving around in the machine. But I want to see if I can get that penguin, because I want to show that penguin off, because I really like this penguin. Now it's a bit too far back. Maybe. Nope. Get this reindeer out of here. This is Vixen. Actually, yeah, this is Vixen. This was the one I got from Ryan, 585 Claw Guy. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. I really need to get that fixed. Get this penguin here. Come on. Can I even get around it enough to rake it? We'll go for this reindeer here. Nope. That reindeer there, it's a bit buried. There's a lot of stuff it can stab on. But once again, oh, that's might work. I'll stab the tree. If it would have not stabbed it, I would have said it would have gotten it. There's this snowman here. This is one of my favorites. This is the first snowman I ever won from a claw machine. This came from a old school Oakmont. I don't think I'm getting him. Try to get this poodle out of the way first. Found this at a Greedwell, but it has the Sugarloaf tag on it, which I'll show if I win it. 9 more left. Try for this snowman right here. Actually, no, this reindeer. Come on. I think he's dug in there a bit too far. Now this does behave a lot differently than the more modern rainbow cranes, the newer generations. Let's see, can we get him this time? There we go. Old Dasher. Still has the tag too. There's a bunch of these on the eBay. I think I might buy some for this machine. There is a Rudolph in that set, or no, it was a set before that, and it had a light up nose. You press a button on his foot and his nose will light up. How about this bear? Come on, by the head. Oh, 5 more left. Now, the book is kind of sewn together, so we can probably grab it that way. Come on. Probably do a 2-in-1. If we get that, we can get that pineapple in there too. Maybe. Oh. I think we'll try for his head. We have 2 more left. Stab the reindeer. Come on, just like that. There we go. 2-in-1? Nope. But we got the bear. And this bear is really cool too. I have a couple of these, but they have a little button on there, and he says a story.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house,
Oh, jeez.
not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney
Oh, shoot.
in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Will he stay? Oops, nope. But really cool prize. So, thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze. You'll see more videos of this one. I think I want to do a 50 play challenge coming up pretty soon. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.